when you're setting up an outbound campaign for the first time, or you're ramping a new rep into an existing campaign, it's really important that you keep your finger on the pulse of what's working, and probably more importantly, what isn't working or where things are falling over. And one of the best ways to do this is to be able to get really granular insights on where cold calls are falling over, where they're getting stuck, and where the rep is unable to progress the conversation forward. Right? There's a bunch of tools that have been developed in this space now, things like Gong and Chorus, that provide call intelligence to help sales leaders get insights into perhaps where messaging's falling over or where reps are struggling to kind of progress the conversation with a particular prospect. But there are other things that you can do in the way that you set up your sales engagement platforms to give you these same insights without the expensive investment of something like Gong or Chorus, right? And the couple of things that you can do to track these things and get these insights is to make call dispositions, so the outcomes against calls, and the contact stages that you mark prospects against, much more granular. All right, so these are generally, as a baseline, set at a very high level when you first utilize one of these platforms. So for example, call dispositions might be things like connected, no answer, bad data, and maybe a handful of others. And then contact stages might be like new, in progress, booked, qualified, whatever it might be. By making these two things much more granular, you can get better insights into where things are falling down and where reps are struggling. So I'm going to jump into our instance of Outreach now on the computer and walk you through how we set these up internally in order to get these insights. All right, so as I mentioned, right, the contact stages that you might get out of the box in a platform like Outreach or SalesLoft might be stages like this, right? Like new, in sequence, not interested, sequence ended, meeting booked, bad data, wrong person, or nurture, right? What we do is make these much more granular to be able to give better insights into where prospects are at and where campaigns might be falling over, right? So we add things like not interested and the reasons for that, right? So not interested, no budget, not interested, do it in-house, not interested, not a priority, etc., right? And then you've got, callbacks where time's been agreed, wrong person, no referral, wrong person, referral, right? So you can start to see that by being able to filter out prospects based on these statuses, right, will give you much greater insights than if you were just using these, right? And we do a similar thing with the call dispositions. So that's like, out of the box, call dispositions might be, no answer, voicemail, callback, meeting booked. Again, we get much more granular here, and we're actually tracking, where in the call script did the prospect shut us down, right? So did they reject the intro? Did they reject the problem statement? Did they reject our questions? Did they reject the close, right? And so by using these kinds of things, we get much more granular insights into where the campaigns may be falling over or where individual reps may be struggling in terms of the cold call delivery or in terms of, addressing specific objections, be that, competitors, priority, budget, those kinds of things. If you want me to send you the list of those contact stages and dispositions so that you can set them up in your sales engagement platform, just drop a comment below, just say something like send it, or can you send it to me, Matt? I'll fire it across to you. And then if you need any help in terms of setting these up or customizing your sales engagement platform, feel free to reach out. We can set up some time to talk you through it. Thanks a lot.